This video is going to overview the top 3 mistakes that I see creative entrepreneurs making in my work as a mindful productivity coach who has been working with entrepreneurs for over 20 years. If you are a creative entrepreneur, you're probably already aware that there are 100,000 million people on the internet who are trying to get your attention by selling you productivity programs and quick hacks that are going to help you improve your focus and get clear on where you're going. Hey guys, what's up? I'm Jen Hanover. I am, as I said, a mindfulness and meditation coach and guide, and I'm also a writer and a serial entrepreneur. And I have been in charge of, helped to execute, and been a bit of an idea fairy, if I will say, on many, many projects. And working with creative entrepreneurs, especially as a mindfulness coach, has taught me so much about how you can optimize your time, your effort, and what's more important is getting more meaningful things done that are in line with your goals. So let's start with our top 3 mistakes creative entrepreneurs make. Mistake number 1 is doing what you think you should do or not doing what you love. And I know that might sound a little bit trite because I'm not here to say follow your passion. I understand we all have bills to pay. But the thing and the problem with choosing a direction that isn't what you really, truly, actually, deeply want to be doing is that it is not going to be sustainable and is not going to weather the storm. And the problem and the risk with that is that you will end up being like everyone else on this planet in the entrepreneurial space who is pursuing one thing, then pursuing another thing. And I see it all the time. And what always ends up happening is people go 6 months, a year, 2, 3 years, and they end up landing back at the same place where they started saying, I should really be doing this thing that I love. There is a reason that you have a passion. And that reason, I'm not going to get all spiritual and all preachy on you here, but that reason is part of your personal legend. And I believe that it is up to us to honor those things because those are messages from the universe about our own personal path and the things that we're supposed to be doing. And maybe most importantly, the way that we can best serve other people in the world. Don't focus on what you think you should do, on what other people have told you to do, or even on what you think is going to make you the most money. If you are a creative, passionate, do-good entrepreneur, you got to figure out what you love and go do it. And that is going to be the single best way for you to have abundance, impact, and a sense of satisfaction at the end of the day. Mistake number 2 that creative entrepreneurs make when they are trying to realign and be more productive is they don't prioritize their focus. Focus is a huge conversation in productivity and entrepreneurial spaces right now, but guys, we are dwelling in and getting lost in concept. And from where I sit, especially as a coach and as a mentor in this space of productivity and mindfulness, what I see time and time again is people saying, yes, I need to focus better. And then they just go on their phones and we'll be having a conversation. And I'm like, we're talking and they're, over here or over there. And this pattern carries through with their family, with their friends, with their work, with everything. We have never before been in the position that we're in right now where we have so many messages and so many conflicting ideas and flashing lights and pretty glittery things coming at us all the time. We've never been here before, and it's only going to continue getting worse. Why? Because advertisers make billions and billions of dollars off of our attention. And so the people who can harness and harvest that attention the best that they can, those are going to be the ones who are making a ton of money. So it is up to you, as a creative entrepreneur, to get a handle on your focus. And in my experience, the single best way to do that is to learn a very simple mindfulness meditation that will have you sitting in stillness, observing your breath as it comes in and out through your nose. I call it tracking, and it is something that is absolutely invaluable if you're looking for success and impact and having that sense of satisfaction at the end of the day. So if you would like to learn about this and you would like a very simple guide through that process, as well as a cute little illustrated ebook that I created just for you guys to learn this stuff, I want you to go to jenhanover.com/mindful, and that is going to give you the lowdown on what's up. The third biggest mistake that I see creative entrepreneurs make is they are not clear on what activities are going to create the biggest results and the best benefits for them. And they get busy and they put their heads down and they start doing the work, but it is the difference between what I call head down work and head up work. And when you do head up work, that's when you survey the landscape, you look at everything that you've got going on around you, and you say, okay, I need to focus on this, this, and this in order to achieve this goal, and this goal. But the thing is, guys, is most people, they're like, yes, I do goals. Yes, I'm goal-oriented. But they don't actually sit down and clearly identify the goal, even though it's a very simple framework that's required to do so. Just look up SMART goals. It's a great way to do things. Sit down and get clear on the goals, and then break it down, reverse engineer, and figure out what are the most impactful activities that you can do in order to take steady and consistent steps towards those goals. Because what most people do, you probably are familiar with this pattern. They see some video on the internet and they're like, I'm going to focus on direct marketing advertising, or yeah, I'm going to launch a Facebook group, or I'm going to do this program. And there's all these activities that may or may not help you, but they're definitely not those decisive, clear actions that are going to take you in a steady direction towards your dreams. Those are the three biggest mistakes that I see creative entrepreneurs make. I hope this is helpful for you, and I hope that it can help you see some habits and tendencies that are so rampant right now, and so many people doing these things. And that is what is going to help set you apart and be one of the rare individuals who actually really gets to do what you love, who gets to impact and help the people that you want to help, and again, who gets to the end of the day and has that sense of like, wow, I really did my best work today. So that's all for now. I am your mindful productivity coach. And if you would like to get more information from me, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to go to jenhanover.com/mindful. And I have a lovely little care package for you waiting there. So thank you so much. And I will see you again soon.